Hey, let me get everything, just one more thing finished, and then we'll kick right off, okay? In the meantime, that was music that I wrote, so enjoy some music that the channel manager wrote. It's very different than my style of music, but it's something to hold you guys over, all right? Just one more minute. Don't worry, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. I don't know. He has more. There's more of the song. I just stopped it. All right, I'm ready. Okay, guys, I'm ready. I'm here for the Q and A. All right, let me establish some ground rules. I'm gonna fix my chair really fast first, so it's probably gonna squeak. Ready? No, it actually did not squeak. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay. All right. One rule. Don't spoil any major spoilers for Godzilla Monster Planet. If you do, you know, I'll just block you. That's all. So that's all. That's the ground rule. That's the one rule. There you go. I don't know. I already know quite a bit about the movie. I already know a lot of the spoilers, but just for my sake, so that everything isn't ruined, there's still stuff that I can enjoy, and just for the sake of you know, the people who don't know. Don't spoil anything. Don't be that guy. So, there you go. Goji Army asks, is this music in the upcoming movie? So no, the music that I was playing is not music from Godzilla Monster Planet. Actually, the soundtrack for Monster Planet is out. It's pretty good. I do think, you know, I don't think it's as good as it could have been, alright? I'm not a big fan of the composer for that movie, but considering his previous work, I mean, I think Space Godzilla has, like, 3 good songs, and I think Godzilla 2000 has, like, 3 good songs. I think most of the music in Monster Planet is decent. None of it's bad. Most of it's decent. Like, 1 or 2 songs are really good, and I really enjoy listening to. That being said, again, I would have gone with the composer for Godzilla, you know, Tokyo SOS against Mechagodzilla and versus Megaguirus. That's just the composer that I would have gone with. Alright. Godzilla is a Godzilla in Monster Planet. Oh, what an observation that is. That's incredible. I haven't seen Monster Planet yet, so I can't spoil it. But that's, you know, that's same with me, pretty much. I have not seen the movie either, although I can still spoil it. If you could have a pet Anguirus or pet Rodan, which would you take? Probably Rodan, because, like, if I'm assuming that they're small enough that I could, like, pet them and stuff, I'm going to go with Rodan, because Anguirus you can't pet. You know, he's sharp and spiky. But Rodan, at least you can pet that guy. I mean, he might fly around too fast and I might not be able to catch him, but I can still pet him. I got the scoop on D-Man because I stock him. Alright, well, there you go. What's your thoughts on the kind of manga block style minifigure line Godzilla Kaiju figure not limited only to Big G? Oh, mega. Manga. Ooh, okay, well, I can't read. Alright. I don't know. Those figures, those mega block styles, they're alright. I'm not gonna get them. Q and A figures do you hope you get for Christmas? Okay, what figures do I hope I get for Christmas? I would really like the Bandai Japan Servum and the Bandai Japan 6-inch Godzilla Monster Planet. I ordered the SHMA Godzilla Monster Planet already. And then the rest of the stuff that I want doesn't come out this year at Christmas. The stuff that I want, I really want the Showa Mechagodzilla 74 SHMA. I actually did order that guy. Cannot wait for him to come in, but, you know, I would always enjoy a second one. I would really like a X Plus Shin Godzilla, an X Plus 1954 Godzilla, and there are some new Yuji Sakai sculpts coming out for Godzilla 1964 that I really want. Then there's a 1954 one coming out that I really want, and there's a new Shin Godzilla coming out that I really want. But those are really all the figures that I'm going after currently. Man, there's a lot of people in chat. Alright, in chat. Oof, still can't speak. How is Toho going to finish 2 Monster Planet sequels in 1 year? It's such a short time span. Well, the good thing is they're animation, so it won't take as much time as it would to do a live-action movie. That being said, Toho used to produce 1 live-action Godzilla movie every year, and in 1964 they produced 2 amazing Godzilla movies in 1 year, so we know they can do it. What do you think of the Rampage trailer? Alright, so Rampage is something I've seen a lot of you guys asking me about recently. And the thing is with Rampage, it's not that I don't care, because I think it looks fun. I think it looks entertaining. I don't think it's going to be a movie that I'm going to go see. I played the game, the original on the Nintendo 64. It's fun, sure, but does it deserve to be made into a movie? Probably not. And does the movie look like it has anything to do with the game? Not at all. I don't know. The Rampage whole situation just feels a little redundant at this point. It feels like a big cash-in, like, oh man, giant monster movies are really making money, let's just put another one out. It's becoming an oversaturated market. Keep in mind, we just had Colossal come out last year, and that movie didn't do very well. Not a lot of people saw it. In fact, it might have even come out this year. But that was due to a limited release, so you can't totally judge Colossal based off that. And I did want to see that one. I'm not going after it anymore. It's too much trouble at this point, too much than it's worth. Rampage is going to be the same way. If it's on TV and it's free, sure, why not? But if I have to go to the theaters and pay $12-15, there's no way I'm going to watch Rampage. It's just one of those. So sorry for everyone who was really hoping I was going to review the Rampage movie. Maybe someday in the far future. Alright. By the way, thank you guys all for the support on Godzillathon recently. I really do appreciate it. And I just finished up Godzillathon, and I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed the that last bit of art I had in Godzillathon, this piece right here. I really enjoyed making this, so for those of you who don't know, the last episode of Godzillathon, Shin Godzilla, went up today, and I'm sorry, I'm self-promoting right here. And in it, I did 14 separate art pieces for the video. This was the last one a lot of you guys liked. I really enjoyed making it. I thought it was too good of an opportunity for me to not take. Like, how could I pass it up and not make myself the face and the tail? After so much trouble on this channel, where I'm always having to, like, you know, make these videos talking about the face and the tail, it's driving me crazy. How could I not make myself the face and the tail? It was too perfect, so that's that. Alright, so I just want to say thank you guys. Do you think Godzilla is too big? So, do I think the new Godzilla... Alright, he's 1,000 feet tall, roughly. Do I think he's too big? Well, that's a tough question. If it was a live-action movie, I would say absolutely. I don't want him being, 1,000 feet. That is way too big for a live-action movie. However, for a anime, no, not at all. They can literally make Godzilla, they can probably put him up to 5,000 feet before I'm like, oh, wait a minute, guys, you are taking it too far. I mean, yes, 5,000 feet, that's ridiculous. Why would I ever want Godzilla that big? I'm just saying they can do whatever they want in an anime. It's not live action, so it's not like going to be one of those things that I don't want to say sticks with me because I don't know that. Maybe this anime really will stick with me. And I don't want to say that I'll consider canon because I don't consider any of it canon because they always change the continuity. It's just the anime feels like a separate universe that you can do almost anything in. I don't think you can do that with live action, so I wouldn't want a 1,000-foot Godzilla in live action, but I'm totally fine with it for an anime. Q and A, why haven't you done a Pacific Rim Uprising trailer breakdown yet? Oh, so, I'm sorry. I promise you I'm working on it. I swear I'm working on it. I didn't blow it off. Just Godzilla Monster Planet took priority, and I've already had school going on. So school takes up 99% of my time. It takes me multiple days to get a 15-minute video out. Like, I'll have to record it one day, I'll start editing it the next day, and then I'll finish editing it the next day, and that's why it's been taking me so long to get videos up, is because I just have no time lately. It's just all school's fault. Blame the school board, blame public education, don't blame me. So, sorry, I really do, I promise you I am working on the Pacific Rim Uprising trailer breakdown. I'm finding a lot of cool stuff in it, and I can't wait to put that video out. I will be doing a lot more Pacific Rim videos in the near future. The real deal, not Space Godzilla or anything, real, blah, blah, blah. What are you guys saying? Which superhero versus Godzilla? What? What superhero would I want to fight Godzilla? I don't know. He whooped all the Avengers' butts before, so I don't really know. Ben 10? Obviously, I want Ben 10 to fight Godzilla. Do you think the SHMA Monster Planet Godzilla will at least be good? Are you kidding me? Everyone on this Monster Planet hate train. I love... Or, I don't know what I'm saying. Hold on. Just forget that I said that last thing. Everyone on the SHMA hate bandwagon. They're killing me. I love SH Monster Arts. I love what they're doing recently. I have not had any real problems with them recently. I cannot wait for this new Godzilla Monster Planet figure to come out from SHMA, and it's going to be really, really hard for them to screw it up because he's one color. How do you screw up a one-color figure? Bandai made theirs look amazing. SHMA, they're going to knock it out of the park. They really have to do so little stuff with it. I mean, there's honestly very limited way that they can screw up the paint job, and their sculpts have always been amazing. Everyone who gets the new figures even says, yeah, the sculpts are good. It's the paint application that's bad. So, I really don't know how they could mess it up, but, I mean, I'm sure some people think they'll find a way. What Ben 10... Wait, what? Hold on. Let me catch up. What Godzilla would you make if you could? I've talked about this in previous videos. Mine would be like a kind of a mix between the Heisei and the Showa designs. Some of the Showa designs anyways. Kind of the puffier cheeks of the early Showa, but the more larger and muscular design of the Heisei. How big is Godzilla and Monster Planet? Godzilla and Monster Planet is roughly 1,000 feet. He's 900 and something feet tall, but he's closer to 1,000 than he is to 900. What if Ben 10 became Godzilla? Impossible. Well, actually, that's not totally impossible, but improbable, I'll say that, because the Omnitrix can only scan DNA from alien life forms, and because it's based on Earth DNA, because it connected with Ben, we've never seen it, take DNA from Earth before, so it's highly unlikely that he'd be able to scan Godzilla's DNA. That being said, Showa King Ghidorah, he could totally turn into him, no problem. Some people are like, why is he talking about Ben 10 right now? This is not the live stream I came to watch. What do you think about Servum's future? So I'll have to see the movie first, but currently I think Servum serves as a good entry-level boss. I don't think we need to see him back for the sequels. Sure, we could see some members of the species, but we don't really need a prominent role from Servum in the next upcoming Godzilla Monster Planet sequels. We just don't need that. Or I'm sorry, hold on. The sequel to Godzilla Monster Planet, which is called the Godzilla Mobile City Breeder Final Battle Epicness or something stupid like that, you know. I don't think we need Servum to be a main villain in all those. I hate the Godzilla's design and size in the movie. Well, you always have legendary. I guess the design is very legendary, but you always have other stuff. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Do you think the My Little Ponies could beat Godzilla? You have to ask Matt Frank about that. I don't know enough about the ponies, but he seems to. What are your thoughts on the Ben 10 reboot? Hey, we don't talk about that stuff on this channel. We only talk about good stuff here, so get out of here with that. Future idea for Kaiju for the USA MonsterVerse / Shin. Okay, so what is what would I do with the future of monster stuff? Number one, I would continue the MonsterVerse long after Godzilla vs. Kong, but not too long. I wouldn't, I'm not going to make it go like 20 movies deep like the MCU. If I had the chance, I would make another Kong movie. In fact, I'd probably make a Kong trilogy. So you have Skull Island and then 2 more solo Kongs. You have a Godzilla trilogy. So you have Godzilla and 2 other solo Godzilla movies. Not including, neither of those 2 would include Godzilla vs. Kong. That could be a cool crossover, but we don't have to leave it there. Or we don't have to include that one in the list. That way we could have a solid trilogy for each with 1 crossover movie excluded from each trilogy but still in continuity with each, if that makes any sense. But I would have the final movie, whichever one came last, Kong's or Godzilla's, probably Godzilla's. I would have that one be the Destroy All Monsters movie that everyone's been talking about. Like, what if they did that? Where you take, Mutos, Skullcrawlers, all the Kaiju that Legendary bought the rights to. You throw them in one universe, or you throw them in one movie and have them fight Godzilla and Kong, who have to team up together. I'm totally down with that. I've talked about in the past, definitely not a good idea to have Godzilla and Kong team up in Godzilla vs. Kong. That's false advertising. Don't do that. But if you had them team up in another movie, I'm totally fine with that. As for the future with Shin, I would just continue the series. I don't know how long I'd continue it for, but I certainly want a follow-up to the movie at the very least. I want to know what happens afterward. SHMA kind of messed up Shin's bottom jaw a bit. I don't know. I didn't have that problem. Do you like Generator Rex? Yeah, I really liked Generator Rex as a kid. Hey, wait a minute, when did you update your Shin Godzilla Godzillathon? I just posted Godzillathon for Shin Godzilla tonight, actually, like just a couple hours ago. Are you going to do a Kongathon? Yes, Kongathon will be probably, not probably, Kongathon 2018, for sure, 100%. There you go. So, now you guys know, I've talked about it in King Kong news updates way back in the day when Kong Skull Island was coming out, but just to reiterate, yes, Kongathon will be happening, and then after Kongathon, you'll wait a while, and then Gamerathon, because I still need to get all those on DVD. Do you think Godzilla 1954 is the father of Heisei Godzilla? So probably not, because that kind of clashes with the timeline. Because if you think about the Heisei timeline, you have 1954 Godzilla, who's turned into Godzilla in 1954, but then you also have Dinosaur on Logos Island that's also turned into Godzilla in 1954. So both of them technically turn into Godzilla at the same time. Both of them start out as something. The idea is, from what I've been able to tell, there was a Godzilla pre-existing, somehow turned into Godzilla from some source of radiation that comes on land and attacks in 1954. He's woken up by the bomb that turns the dinosaur on Logos Island into Godzilla, and that Godzilla will attack in 1984. So that's how the timeline goes. If you know, that 1954 Godzilla was somehow the father of the Godzilla Soar on Logos Island, I guess. Sure, why not? What is your overall favorite Godzilla design? My favorite Godzilla design, I bounce back and forth between quite a few. So generally it's between the 89 design and the 64 design. However, I'm a sucker for the 54 design. And when I say 64, I mean MonsterVerse Godzilla, not Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. So the other design that I've always loved is the 75 design. I've always loved that one as well. Why doesn't Godzilla fight something paranormal? They probably just don't think that'd be a very interesting idea. Technically, GMK was kind of had that paranormal aspect, so there you go. If you just watch the Japanese cut, there you go. What Godzilla 1998/Zilla role? Oh, I know. Okay, so I get what you're asking. You're asking what Zilla's role going to be in the Monster Planet universe. Geez, I have no idea. I don't know how on earth they're going to work Zilla into that franchise, but I am so excited to see what the end result of that is. When's Gamerathon? So Gamerathon will probably be 2019. I'm going to set it there just to be safe. Who would win, Godzilla or Kong? If you're talking about the new 2020 movie, I'm going to assume Godzilla's going to win. Do you think any old kaiju like Titanosaurus or Mando will appear battling in water in the anime? So I don't think Titanosaurus is going to be in the anime, but if he is, I suppose. What atomic breath is your favorite? Good question. Probably... I want to say Shin Godzilla's Purple Beam, but that's just kind of like... Maybe just because I just watched that movie, so it's really fresh with me. Favorite Godzilla atomic breath? I don't know. The Heisei breath from King Ghidorah, because it blew off Ghidorah's head. There you go. That's a fine answer. Two Godzillas, what can it mean? Probably that one of them is Mechagodzilla, if I had to guess. That's just what I'll say. I wonder if Monster Planet Godzilla will be big enough to fight. Oh, I don't know who that is. So I'm not gonna read that question. Here we go. Now I skipped a whole bunch on accident. So we're back to back towards the bottom. Do you like Zilla? I like the character Zilla in some incarnations. I think he's good in the IDW comic series Godzilla Rulers of Earth. I think he was fine in Final Wars. That's kind of cheap, but he was okay, sure. I did not like him in the 98 movie. Who wins, Godzilla 2014 or Shin Godzilla? Such an unfair fight. Shin Godzilla is literally immortal. He'll evolve so that Godzilla 2014 can't kill him. But otherwise, if he had no evolution factor, 2014 would take that fight. Do you think Shin frozen body appear in Godzilla Monster Planet? No, Shin Godzilla's frozen body will not appear in Monster Planet because it's a different continuity. I thought Zilla was wiped out in the prequel novel. I don't know. Is the prequel novel fully out? I know one issue's out, but I haven't gotten to read it yet. And I don't... Was that all of it? Was it just one issue? I'm not totally sure. Zilla could be a deformed Godzilla in the Monster Planet timeline. That would be a pretty interesting idea. I would think that it'd just be like an offshoot, just like the Servum was an offshoot. So Servum is a subspecies of Godzilla in Monster Planet, so I would assume that Zilla would be also. Zilla vs. Kong? Kong. You kidding? Have you seen the Heisei Gamera movies or Neon Genesis Evangelion? So I've seen the Heisei Gamera movies many times. Never gotten the chance to see Neon Genesis Evangelion. However, I really want to. I think it'll be a very cool like anime series if I get the chance to see it. Godzilla Monster Apocalypse details everything before the movie. Yeah, that's correct. Zilla 98 versus Zilla 04. Isn't Zilla 04 like way bigger than 98? So wouldn't he just have to win? Why is Manda so useless in every movie? Okay, good question. He wasn't useless in Destroy All Monsters. He knocked over that bridge that one time. But other than that, yeah, he's done literally nothing. What do you feel about the new SHMA 202? I cannot wait for the 2002 Godzilla Monster Planet. That is, or why am I saying Monster Planet so much? Godzilla SH Monster Arts. That is going to be absolutely awesome. I cannot wait for that to come out. What Godzilla do you think had the strongest atomic breath? Godzilla in Hell? Didn't he destroy like planet Earth with his atomic breath? I think he's a safe bet. Monster Planet versus 54 Goji. Monster Planet, hello? Who's the 1,000-foot tall one? Do you think Bandai Creations or Leonard will make Godzilla vs. Kong figures? If I'm not mistaken, Bandai Creations is dead. That company shut down, so I would assume that Leonard will make the figures. However, I really dislike Leonard Toys, and I would really appreciate if some other company picked up the rights for the figures. What is your favorite kaiju that isn't Godzilla? So this one's always cheating. Kong. After Kong, Gamera. After Gamera, Sonda. I always liked Sonda more than Gyra. They're the gargantuas. Sonda's the brown one. Gyra is the green one. Sonda just has more depth to his personality. Who would win Godzilla vs. Attack on Titan? Probably depends on the incarnation of Godzilla. Generally, I'm going to say Godzilla. Should Zilla be the best? Oh, should Zilla be the beast from 20,000 Fathoms? No. What Monster Arts figure that you own do you like best? I like my 89, Godzilla 1989, lights, sound, music best. Do you think there should be a female Godzilla? I guess, sure, why not? Doesn't matter. Would you overreact if there was an IDW comic of all Godzillas in the multiverse fell into one Earth and fought each other? Well, you know, I'd assume that you'd have to exclude Monster Planet because he could step on all of them. And I would assume that you'd have to exclude Shin Godzilla because he's immortal. But other than that, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. I mean, the Showa Godzillas would stand no chance, but still. If Godzilla took place in 1854 instead of 1954. So what if Godzilla took place in 1854? He'd probably not have a lot to do. He'd probably, you know, destroy some stuff here and there, but that's 100 years earlier. You know, he's not gonna. There's not going to be that much development in civilization. They're not going to be able to defend as well. Actually, Godzilla Rage Across Time plays with that idea quite a bit. And yeah, Godzilla's like a god in Godzilla Rage Against Time, or Rage Across Time. Like, nothing can stand up to him. He wipes out the Greek gods, no problem. And then after that, he just fights like mythical heroes and like legends and stuff, like kings and medieval stuff. No one stands a chance against Godzilla before the 1900s. And even then, or you know, like the 20th century, even then, no one stands a chance against Godzilla. What are your thoughts on the SHMA 2002? So I already said that I'm really excited for it. Godzilla 2014 versus Rodan. Godzilla's going to win that fight. What do you think Shin Godzilla's first form looks like? Probably like a fat, squishy version of Kamata-kun. How do I get my parents into Godzilla? You say, Dad, I thought you loved me. I don't know. Do whatever you want. If that movie didn't exist, then everything else wouldn't after. I assume you're talking about the 1954 Godzilla movie. Alright, Tim. See you later. Doesn't change the fact that Godzilla isn't Godzilla. What? You don't have to like that. What are you guys talking about? He will beat Zeus. Yeah, Godzilla beat Zeus. I already answered Godzilla vs. Attack on Titan. What figures do you want Bandai to remake or issue? Like, I would appreciate if they made, like, a new Biollante. I would appreciate if they made, they reissued their Shin Godzilla. Not the 3-inch Shin Godzilla. That one looks dumb, but like their normal one. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you because I don't know enough about Bandai, if I'm honest. Can Shin Godzilla die? Well, based off Pink Towel Guy in the Shin Godzilla movie, no, he can't. Like I said, the movie counts as Godzilla film history. I really don't know what you guys are talking about. I must have missed something. Millie Bobby Brown versus Godzilla. Psh, psh, that's such a even fight. I can't even say, you know. I want Rampage to look less King Kong as possible, so they Gorilla White. Oh, they wanted Rampage to look less King Kong as possible, so they made they Gorilla White. True. New Gamera movie? That'd be awesome, but it's not going to happen. What if Godzilla grew in size the more mad he got? So basically, what if Godzilla was the Incredible Hulk? I don't know. He'd destroy more stuff. What are your thoughts on the Heisei Gamera trilogy and the Death Note anime? Heisei Gamera trilogy, classic. Death Note anime, literally one of my top 3 favorite shows of all time. Oh my god, it's amazing. I cannot stop watching it over and over and over again. And I play all the music on piano obsessively. I am obsessed with that show right now. It's amazing. Rodan Showa versus Showa Gamera. What an unfair fight. Showa Gamera made up powers whenever he felt like it. He would take Rodan no problem. D-Man sounds depressed. D-Man is depressed. Okay. Which Godzilla incarnation do you think is the scariest and evilest? 1954, because he killed babies. I don't know. What is your favorite Gamera design, and did you pronounce my last name by 912? I didn't even pronounce your last name. I can call you G-Fan 912 if that's what you want. I did not pronounce your last name, but whatever. So, which Godzilla? What is my favorite Godzilla or Gamera design? My favorite Gamera design is the design from Gamera 3 of the Heisei era. Should I pirate Godzilla Monster Planet or buy it? Buy it. Don't break the law. Also, the thing is, you don't even have to buy it. It's a Netflix original. It's going to be free. You know, Americans just need to be patient. Which Godzilla do you think is the strongest in all of the eras? So, probably Shin Godzilla, but I only say that because I haven't seen Monster Planet yet. What anime have you seen? Japanese anime? I have only seen Death Note. How old is Godzilla 2014? I think he's a couple thousand years old. How big would Kong grow? I think Kong is going to be roughly 250 to 300 feet. Q and A. Since Monster Planet, Godzilla is 300 meters tall, 984 feet. Do you think he might be bigger in the sequels? I'll be willing to bet he'll probably get to 1,000 feet in the sequels. Dollop of cheese. There you go. What a live stream that was. I still have to edit that video. Do you think multiple Godzillas will appear in War Ready City? What? Bonus points if you get the reference. Well, I get it. You're asking about Pacific Rim. But no, I don't think multiple Godzillas will appear in Pacific Rim Uprising. I guess I got those bonus points, didn't I? What kaiju do you hope for from SH Monster Arts in the future? SHMA really needs to get on their Showa game. I want to show a Mothra, I want to show a Rodan, I want to show a Anguirus, I want more Showa Godzillas, and I want to show a Gigan too. Okay, well, I'm not gonna read NHF Maniac's comment because it's just weird. How did the 3-inch in Shin look dumb if he's literally the same sculpt? Look at it, dude. The paint's not that good. It looks like he looks like a little fat version of himself. And really, you can tell when you look at the Gamata-kun because it just doesn't look right. The paint on it just does not look right. How would you want the Shin Godzilla sequel to go? I'm not going to get into this here. I've made videos on that in the past. Isn't Shin Godzilla like Hedorah and destroy his love child? Yeah, a little bit. What are your top 5 favorite suits? 74. 64, Mothra. 1954, 89, and 04. There you go. Anguirus versus Gamera. Gamera. Strongest Godzilla in Shin Monster Planet is second. What? Strongest Godzilla is Shin Monster Planet is second? Okay, I get what you're saying. I get you. I'm real behind on the comments here, boys. Thoughts on Monster Planet's Mechagodzilla? He looks weird, man. He looks very weird. D-Man, have you seen Death Note Netflix movie? Yeah, I really like the Death Note Netflix movie. I made a review of it before I watched the anime. I'm going to do an anime review for Death Note here in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that one. I'm going to have a lot of fun making it because I love the series so much. But yeah, I did watch the Death Note anime. The first time I saw it before, or actually like the first 4 times I saw it before I watched the anime. I rather enjoyed it. After watching the anime and then going back and watching the Netflix original, I can agree with some people that it's not as good as the anime, not even close, but I still really enjoy it. Godzilla 2014 versus 2001. 2014 would have that one no problem. What would my reaction be if they canceled Godzilla vs. Kong? Well, you know, people would just start dying, that's all. Not me, of course, but I'm just saying bad things would happen to those involved with the canceling of the movie. Kaiser Ghidorah vs. Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla. Who could win in a battle? Shin Godzilla or Monster Planet? Please answer. Monster Planet, guys. He's 1,000 feet tall. He'll step on Shin Godzilla. Unless Shin Godzilla evolves to be 1,000 feet tall, Monster Planet's not going to lose that fight. Technically, Shin Godzilla's not either because he's not going to die, but still, like, he's not going to win. He's not going to make any progress. How would an alien Godzilla sound? I don't know, like Godzilla, but like more echoey and raspier. Should Goji Fan 93 turn into Space Godzilla? Absolutely. Do you like doing live streams? Yeah, I enjoy live streams. They're better when I have some other people on with me, but I just did a solo one tonight. I'm not gonna do it. You know, this isn't gonna be another 5-hour live stream. I promise you that. I'm not gonna, you know, go on probably past the 1.5 hour mark even. Do you like X Plus Kong Skull Island? I cannot wait for X Plus Kong Skull Island. Gamera is like Pennywise. I think what you meant to say is Gabra is like Pennywise. And that would actually be kind of true because Gabra is kind of like the monster that haunts your dreams. That's the point of him. Which makes him a little more like Freddy Krueger now that I think of it. What are your thoughts on future Godzilla films? I'm excited for all of them. Can I subscribe? Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to stop you. Godzilla vs. Monster-sized Terminator, so Godzilla vs. Mecha Human, probably Godzilla. D-Man, have you seen It? Absolutely. The original It, I never really loved. I watched that movie as a kid. I actually technically only watched the first half of that movie as a kid because I rented it from Blockbuster and I was too stupid to realize that you had to flip the disc over. So I only got to see the first half of that movie, but I didn't really enjoy it. It terrified me. It really terrified me. I couldn't enjoy it at that point in my life. I saw it as like a 5 or 6 year old. That movie freaked me out. The 2017 I had a great time watching that movie, although it did not scare me in the slightest. That movie was so tame. Nothing in it scared me. I'm not scared of clowns, so it did not faze me at all. However, that being said, it was a real fun time. I saw it with some friends, and they all had a blast. So it was a good time. I do remember that memory fondly. What's your favorite thing about the Godzilla in Monster Planet? Like, my favorite thing about the design? Probably his massive and intimidating nature. That's the best I can give you. How many forms do you think Shin Godzilla has? Well, as far as we know, 5. How do you think Godzilla is going to look in future films? He'll probably continue to look more similar to the 2014 design as time goes on. There will be adjustments made to it, obviously. Do you think Shin Godzilla was a goldfish because he smiles like the snack that smiles back? Of course. Well, to be fair, he was just a normal tadpole. All right, until he met those turtles in the ocean. Then he consumed a bit too much pizza, and after that, he met that duck that walked up to that lemonade stand, and things just went downhill from there. There's only going to be like 5 people in this stream who remember that old live stream, so that reference went over a lot of people's heads. Godzilla Jr. vs. Mothra Larva. Godzilla Jr. Thanks for answering my questions. No problem. Can you give me a shout out? Of course not. What if Godzilla was a hurricane? Well, then you could not stop him. Burning Godzilla vs. Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla. What? Jurassic Goji 2018 vs. Godzilla. Obviously, that fish wins. Right, that fish? You win. You win that fight. Should D-Man 1954 be Godzilla from 1954? Not should, I am, so there you go. Are you sure there's no limits to Shin Godzilla's evolution? Based off what we know in continuity, there's not. So, I don't know. Godzilla 1954 vs. 100 tanks. Godzilla 1954. What if there was 2 Godzillas in Godzilla Monster Planet? Hey, I know, I get it. I get the reference, guy. Bye, guys. So, see ya, TT Gamer. Q and A. What was the stupidest question you've gotten on a Q and A? Definitely, does D-Man is gay or no? Worded exactly like that. How many Godzilla movies have there been? What, there's been 63 now? 64? Is there 64 now? What? No, 64. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how many years Godzilla's been around. Sorry, my bad. What, there's like 30-something, 33, I think, 34. 33 or 34. 60 Godzilla movies. Dang, Godzilla-thon would take a long time. Rampage trailer is like King Kong. Yeah, it does feel a little bit too King Kong. What was your favorite fight in Godzilla Rulers of Earth? Good question. Probably Godzilla's fight against the Gargantuas, just because that's something I've been waiting for so long. Q&A, since Pennywise can shape-shift into pretty much anything, could he shape-shift into Godzilla? I would assume not. I don't think he can shape-shift that big. Keep accidentally skipping a bunch of questions. Do you like my name? Sure, guy. You guys, too many questions. Too many, man. Too many questions. Who would win Godzilla vs. 3 Gameras? I like how you had to make it 3 Gameras, because Gamera couldn't beat him on his own. Probably Gameras at that point. That's a little unfair. What Godzilla would you be in real life? If I could turn into Godzilla in real life, you betcha I'd turn into Monster Planet Godzilla. Are you kidding me? I would just wipe everything out. Nothing would stand in my way. He reduces population on Earth to like 1/3. So of course I'm gonna turn into him. Why wouldn't I? I was gonna say Shin Godzilla there for a second, but I always like, if I think about anytime I think about that, I always think like, well, you know, if I had the ability, wouldn't I want to turn into the 1954 Godzilla just to be classic? But then I'm like, psh, no point. Shin Godzilla all the way. But now that I know Monster Planet's 1,000 feet, there's literally no reason why I wouldn't turn into him. Are you excited for Pacific Rim Uprising? Do you even have to ask? I'm so excited for that movie. Do you think Biollante should be in Monster Planet? Well, I don't think he should be, or she should be, but she will be in the continuity anyway. She will be in that timeline. The old live stream was one of my favorites. I remember freaking out about the back lasers, so there you go, man. At least one person got that reference. I think there will be multiple Godzillas and city mechanized for final battle. Oh, that's a new version of the title I've never heard. Which I prefer to call Godzilla War Ready City. Okay, well, there could be. I'm not going to say anything more or less on that topic. Godzilla vs. Batman. Godzilla. Do you want to see the red spiral ray in Godzilla King of the Monsters? Yes. D-Man, do you like Hot Pockets? Sure. D-Man, when is the next roast live stream? Oh my gosh. Can we just forget about the roast live streams? I don't know. Probably never. Q and A. Why do you want... Q and A. Would you want a Pacific Rim Godzilla crossover? So I've talked about this in the past before. If I were to do a Pacific Rim Godzilla crossover, which I'd want one, yeah, I do want one. I would have it be set in the Pacific Rim universe with a new portal, a new interdimensional rift opens up, and that rift brings out a Godzilla from some unseen continuity who then wreaks havoc in the Pacific Rim universe. I wouldn't want them to go into the MonsterVerse or for any of that to collide. I just want those separate. Sub to me and I'll subscribe to you. Get out of here. Comment one more thing like that. I dare you. I'll block you. Who would win, Godzilla or Godzilla in a bar fight? Ooh, you put me here with a tough choice. I can't really pick between Godzilla and Godzilla. I think, you know, honestly, I'm going to have to say Godzilla wins that fight. Gojira 1954 versus Kiryu. Who would win? Well, honestly, Kiryu, he's kind of a little biatch, man. He saves what's-his-face's life, Yuki or whatever. I don't remember what his name was, but he saves that one dude's life, and he's like, oh, sayonara, buddy. But, you know, he kind of is like a little chicken, you know. He's like, I just want to sleep in the ocean, leave me alone. But then you watch the 1954 movie, and he was like, ha, kill all humanity, I hate all of you. So probably the 54 version of him. Turns out being dead for 50 years, I guess it was 50 for them, being dead for 50 years kind of softens you up. What is the worst kaiju monster ever made? I don't know. Megalon? Good question. I have not seen enough kaiju movies that are bad for me to be able to say. I thought it was cool that instead of Monster Island buddies, it's Monster Planet. Yeah, that was definitely not a reference they were trying to make. Do you like Godzilla? Do you like 2014 Godzilla better than Monster Planet? You know, I really can't say, considering I've not seen Monster Planet. Is Godzilla too fat? Yeah, I think the new Godzilla is a bit too fat. As Shin Godzilla verse, as Shin Godzilla verse, Goji Fan 93 as Godzilla, who would win? Oh, D-Man 1954 as Shin Godzilla, Goji Fan as Godzilla, who would win? Goji Fan? Look at his sub count. He's bigger than me. Sorry, I didn't mean to go totally silent right there. I'm just reading comments. Have you seen the size comparison between Monster Planet, including legendaries, and Shin Godzilla as Godzilla from Monster Planet? If so, what was your reaction when you saw it? Oh, I was like amazed. I did not even expect. You know, they say Godzilla's 3 times bigger than Shin Godzilla and Monster Planet. But once I saw that size comparison, that really hit me. And I was like, oh my god, that is insanely big. World War D, D-Man is God. Oh, that's you're a classic D-Man fan right there. Which is the fastest Godzilla? Final Wars. Who is the smallest Godzilla, Kamata-kun or the 54 Godzilla? Do you think Biollante can be in the MonsterVerse? I originally really wanted Biollante to be the main villain for Godzilla 2, but after long enough, I don't know if that would totally work very well. Who's been a subscriber since before the first stream? That's a good question. I wonder how many of you guys have been a subscriber for that long. Q and A, what's your favorite color? Blue. I'm generic like that. Hey D-Man, if there are 2 incarnations of Godzilla in Shin Godzilla's sequel, do you think they may see each other as rivals and fight each other? Probably not. Shin Godzilla does not seem to be like the kind of guy that would fight another monster. He probably would just go with it and be like, yeah, I guess. Oh, that's a good point. This guy got Goji Fan Neptunia really points it out. The smallest Godzilla is Godzillasaur. Good shout. Does Godzilla have a language? Yeah, he actually does. The Heisei era really hammers that home. He's always trying to talk to things in the Heisei era. He's always roaring at stuff trying to get a response. Huh, you need to show us how to play the Millennium Godzilla theme on piano. Well, I'm glad you liked it that much. I had a lot of fun learning that one. I've learned more themes from that composer from specifically Godzilla Tokyo SOS. So totally, I'm down to show you guys how to play that stuff. Just give me some time. I'll probably do it over summer because that's when I have the most free time. Either summer or spring break. I hate to put it off that long. Maybe winter break I'll get some time to record some more piano videos, but it just takes a long time to set up, so I don't totally know. What if both Godzilla and Kong die in Godzilla vs. Kong 2020? Well, that would be a plot twist that I cannot foresee happening. Does Gamera have to be a male? No, not necessarily. Would you like to see Megalon in the Godzilla Monster Planet trilogy? I suppose. He'd probably be better just saved for the prequel comic. Is this the roast stream? No, not at all. I have a form of autism, and I'm a big Godzilla fan. Well, cool. I don't know what to say to that. What is the smartest Godzilla? I want to say Final Wars because we actually see him do stuff. Like we see him like strategize. Yeah, I don't really know. Probably him. Probably the Final Wars Godzilla. Shin Godzilla interacts with stuff like his phased array radar only activates when he wants it to, so he's clearly aware when the humans are snooping on him so that he can turn their technology off, but I don't know that that necessarily makes him smart more than just makes him aware of his surroundings. Final Wars, though, we actually see, like, plan stuff out, so probably him. I don't know, there's probably not too many other Godzillas that are really that smart. The Heisei Godzilla kind of has some legit intelligence with him as well, but he's more emotional than intelligent. If they ever do Pacific Rim vs. Godzilla, they need to bring Jet Jaguar into it. Totally. I think Gabra's the worst. I think you're asking to get blocked, sir. Gabra's awesome. I play M-rated games. You're very cool. Being dead softens you up. It's called decomposing. Ah, that's a good point, Lucky Chips. You got me there. D-Force, who remembers that? I do. Godzilla Monster Planet vs. Space Godzilla? Jeez, why don't you just wait and find out? That crossover is gonna happen, so why not just wait for that to happen instead of asking me? I don't know. Godzilla Monster Planet? D-Force, the fan base name that lasted one day. Yeah, we don't have a fan base name. Jake Paulers. What up, my Jake Paulers? I'm going to start calling you guys that. You're awesome, D-Man. You got me into Godzilla. Wow, I got you into Godzilla? I've never heard that before. Well, Monster Jam 59. I appreciate your support on the channel. I'm glad I could help. What if instead of Shin was 1954? What if Shin was in 1954 instead of 54 in the movie? So what if Shin Godzilla was in the 54 movie instead of normal Godzilla? Well, certainly would have been a lot more destruction. He wouldn't have used the atomic breath. He only used that because they hurt him, and he would not have been hurt in the original 54 movie. Like nothing they did could have hurt him. However, probably the surefire way to kill that guy is the oxygen destroyer. You know, you can't evolve when you're literally incinerated. You can't evolve when you're vaporized. So that might be one surefire way to kill that guy. D-Man, the community, D-Man, the continuity of the Godzilla cave painting from Kong Skull Island. Do you make sense? What are you talking about? What? That breaks continuity. The cave paintings break continuity. What is the weakest Godzilla? Other than Zilla, the weakest Godzilla is probably Showa. What new environment would you like Godzilla to fight in? He's already fought on Earth, in fire, in I don't know, the ocean. He's fought in space. What new environments are left? There are no environments left. I don't know. I want him to fight in a vacuum, because that's one environment that he's never fought in before. No, I guess he did. He fought in space. What if there was a rock-formed Godzilla? Well, Monster Planet has metallic properties, and rocks are metal, so there kind of is. I should have time traveled when you just started your channel and been your first sub, but I was too late. Yeah, I don't know who my first sub was. I don't remember. Oscar Hernandez was one of my first subs ever. David Brown, no, yeah, David Brown was one of my first subs. Who else was some of my first subs? No, I think those guys were like two of the earliest that I can ever think of. I've been a sub since way back 2 years ago. Thank you, man. Can you play the Godzilla Monster Planet theme on piano? I'll try and learn it. I promise I'll try and learn it. Hey D-Man, long time no see. What's up, CJ? I just watched one of your videos, man. I cannot believe I never saw that video before. Remember when you roasted me and then roasted yourself? Yeah, Godzilla 154, I do remember that. What is the dumbest Godzilla? Godzilla 154. Zilla versus the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Zilla. Smartest Godzilla is certainly not Kiryu Goji. He does not know a single thing that's going on around him. That guy's oblivious. Do you plan on making any more stop motions? I really enjoy your stop motions. They are so creative. Well, thank you. I do plan on making more. I was just working on my set for my new one tonight. We want more roasts, but don't roast me, please. I'm sensitive. That sounds like you're just begging me to roast you, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to roast my subs tonight. How does Godzilla have fun after destroying cities? There's only so many times you can destroy a city before it gets old. I would doubt it. I would never get bored destroying cities. Smartest Godzilla would probably be GMK. I think during the final battle he knew Mothra was behind him and killed her. Well, that's true, but again, that's just more of reacting to his surroundings. He doesn't really plot anything out like the 04 version does. Can you make a song about Godzilla? If you're asking me if I can sing a song about Godzilla, no. If you're asking me if I can write another custom theme, totally, I'm down. Do you like Mechagodzilla's new design? Not really. I'm not totally big on it. It looks cool. It just does not look like Mechagodzilla. We need to build an SHMA Manda. Sure, why not? I really enjoy the Mechagodzilla 4 body. I'm just not a big fan on the head. I have a confession. I love Gabra. Me too, Teenage Dude 2003. I would like to see Biollante in Godzilla 2. I can imagine that Biollante can somehow grow some plant creatures. Yeah, like I said, I really did want to see Biollante as the main villain for the Godzilla 2 sequel. And maybe if there's a Godzilla 3, they'll do it, but I doubt it. And I don't think he should be added into any of the MonsterVerse movies that are slated so far. I'm not even joking. Every time I stub my toe, my dad asks if we need to call a tow truck. I kid you not. Your dad sounds like the meme lord of all meme lords. So, you should be proud of that man. If you start calling us Jake Paulers, I'll blow up your DMs more than that one kid. Yeah. Can't wait, dude. More incentive for me to call you Jake Paulers. Because it gives me more of a reason to block you. What if the Shin Godzilla enemy monster... What if the Shin Godzilla enemy monster... I'm just making sure I'm reading that right. If there is one in Shin Godzilla 2... would be part of Shin Godzilla's DNA. I don't know why everyone wants the... Okay, well, yeah, if the U.S. weaponizes them, that would be really cool. But I don't know why everyone's like, hey, let's have 2 Godzillas in Shin Godzilla and then have them fight. Like, why would they not work together? Like, why would... If he's regenerating from the first Godzilla, why would he not have the same mind as the first Godzilla? I don't get that. So many comments. What's up, hosers and brosers? If you like funky stuff and stuff. Nice. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? What was that? Where'd that come from? Only Godzilla 154 knows. What's up, hosers and brosers? If you like funky stuff and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Godzilla 154 got me again. D-Man, your first sub was you. True that, man. I did sub to myself before anyone else. I'm going to drop the pencil that I've been spinning around. D-Man, you have a lot of practice to do for the theme of Monster Planet. Yeah, I could probably nail that Monster Planet theme out in a couple days if I really spent some time trying to learn it, but I don't know. I'm not totally invested in that theme yet. What kind of SHMA combo packs would you want? I'd be down for Gabra and Minya. Oh, that sounds awesome. A Manda and Gotengo, totally. And a male and female Muto. Yeah, I'm down for that one as well. I would like a Mogera set, you know, like Showa and Heisei. That'd be pretty dope. They could just reissue the Heisei one and then just give us a Showa one. Happy Thanksgiving, D-Man. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Except for you, Canada. You don't know when Thanksgiving actually happened. D-Man, do you hate the main character of Monster Planet? Not at all. I like Hiruo. Well, who would be your choice of music composer for Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters? For me, it's either Michael, that one guy, or Henry Jackman. So, I like Henry Jackman. He did Kong. I was a fan of Alexander Desplat. I would like to score it. I'd be down to score some songs for it. The composer for Godzilla 2000, Godzilla, not 2000, sorry, Godzilla, 2002 and 3, that'd be pretty sweet, but I'm going to have to stick with Desplat. I don't think you can replace his score. A lot of people are like, let's get Hans Zimmer. I just don't think he's right for Godzilla. What happened to your second channel? Do you think you gave up from that second channel and quit? No, I didn't give up on it. The gaming channel? No, I didn't give up on it. I'm stockpiling videos right now. That's all. I will only repeat myself one more time. What if Godzilla 1954 was replaced with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? They'd kill him. They'd set him on fire and he'd die. Anyone else just see Ann pop-up ad? I don't know. Did you guys see Ann pop-up ad? Good question. I think Mechagodzilla 4 looks pretty awesome, but the head... Alright, with the head just looks similar to Michael Bay's Megatron head. Hey, that's a good way to put it. Do you watch the movie about, what? I'm just gonna scroll down to the bottom. Too many comments. Too many comments. Hey Shaggy, what's your favorite Bandai figure? My favorite Bandai figure? I don't even know. I'd have to go through my Bandai figures again. Good question. Bandai Creations 54, probably. I don't know. Done does is been, do is doing, does done, going to go, and he's does do he does gay. Yeah. What? I wish they would reissue the Godzilla. No, I'm trying to read this comment. I wish they would reissue the Godzilla 2000, the SHMA 2002. Yeah. Me too. That's all I'm gonna say. D-Man, the two Godzilla things is now a thing in Godzilla. Okay, well, we're not gonna talk about that. Learn to read the description, boys and girls. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it. Just read the description. And then you'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't comment spoilers for Monster Planet and everything. D-Man, if you were hired as music composer for a Godzilla movie, what theme from your different piano tutorials would you most want them to use for the film? My Godzilla custom theme for Godzilla King of the Monsters, that one, oh, that would make my, like, world if that song was ever used in a Godzilla movie. That song, that song feels so cool to me because I try to make it as Ifukube as possible and to give it its own feel, so I think that one would be absolutely incredible. If you guys don't know what song I'm talking about, I'll pull it up really fast and play a part of it, if I can find it. If I can find wherever I put that original video file. My mouse is also broken, so excuse the massive clicking. Where did I put that video? I don't know. Where did I put that? Where did I put that song? I don't know, but I would look for it because I want to play a part of it and take a drink of water. Oh, here it is. Ha! Found it! Yeah, this one. This one. I always forget that one's not the mashup one. I wrote a mashup one where I combined all the songs that I wrote into one, and yeah, so I always forget that that's not that, so I always expect it to go one way and then it doesn't. Alright, let's get some more questions in here, and then I'm going to wrap it up because we're nearing the hour 30 mark. Do you think the new SHMA 2002 Godzilla's going to be expensive? Sorry, I had a yawn. So, no, I think it'll be 92 bucks. You know, that's... Actually, quote me on this. Everyone, quote me on this. I'm going to place it at $94. I don't know why. I have a feeling it'll be $94. No, don't actually quote me on that because I'm going to get it wrong. But I think it will be around 94 bucks. I don't know. I think it'll be... That's, you know, that some people are like, whoa, dude, that's crazy expensive. But I'm like, yeah, I paid $300 on my Shin Godzilla Awakening version, so that's not bad. How do you picture a realistic Godzilla to be? Well, a realistic Godzilla is 2014. That's as real as I think Godzilla can ever get. Hey D-Man, why does your description still say thank you for 1954 subscribers? My goal on the channel was to hit 1954 subs and then quit. I didn't quit when I hit 1954 subs, but I hit my goal. That was my goal. I passed my goal, so that's just like the permanent thank you guys for helping me reach my goal. I love the theme you're playing. It was the best fan-made theme. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. This is good piano playing. I tend to only play super upbeat on my channel. No, that's nothing wrong with that. Switchboard. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't play a lot of upbeat songs. Top 10 best anime themes. If you're asking me, like, legitimately, Death Note opening 1, The World, I think that's what it's called. Freaking amazing. I don't know how many millions of times I've listened to that. Whenever the cashier at the grocery store asks my dad if he would like the milk in a bag, he replies, no, just leave it in the carton. I got you, guy. I got you with the drum beat. Thank you guys for the support on the music. God, I keep accidentally skipping a whole bunch of comments. That's my bad, man. This YouTube comment system is just not the best, man. I'll be honest. I think I went back a bit too far. Spoiler alert, I die in Monster Planet. No. Why'd you spoil that for me? Mechagodzilla 74 verse 93. If you're asking which one I like more, which is definitely not, but that's how I'm going to take the question, I like 74 better. What would happen if Godzilla was a black hole in a universe and came to our Milky Way galaxy? He'd probably just float around out. No, you can't escape a black hole, so literally there's no point in bothering. You know, he'll get spaghettified upon entry, and that's the actual scientific term, and he will be stuck in there forever. So there you go. Like, everyone's like, you took that question way too literally. In your opinion, who's the fastest kaiju? Probably Rodan from Final Wars. This theme should put a final Godzilla movie Put this in a future film. I would love it if they put that in a future Godzilla movie. Some people want me to teach them how to play my custom themes. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do tutorials for my custom themes, maybe. I don't know. At this point, probably not. If you really, really, really want to learn how to play it, you can figure them out. They're not very complicated. Luke, MC, I think that's his name. Luke something. Luke figured him out. I forget whatever his names are, is whatever the thing after the main part of his name is, but the Luke EMC, I think, is what he's called, his name. He figured out how to play it. Oh, so I guess the 2002 actually has a legitimate price. It's apparently $82, so there you go. I was wrong. I'm still saying I'm going to wind up paying $94 for it. Just wait. Just watch. Just watch. It's going to somehow happen. What was your first Godzilla movie? King Kong vs. Godzilla. Mechagodzilla 74 or 73 or 93? I answered that already. I prefer 74. Q and A. If a quiz is quizzical, what is a test? Let me think about that for a second. Just waits for someone to say it out loud. Hey D-Man, would you like to see an SHMA figure of the Godzilla 2007 from Always Sunset on 3rd Street 2? Even though not much could be known about Godzilla, but no, don't waste your time on that Godzilla SHMA. Waste your time on, or don't waste your time on the good Godzillas. The SHMA Monster Planet Godzilla is $9,000. Where on earth did you read that? It's not true at all. Can you shout out a happy birthday to my friend Nick? He loves your stream. Happy birthday, Nick. Nick Gear. Happy birthday, Nick Gear. So I didn't even see his last name. Sorry about that. What do you think about this neutrality thing going on? I don't care. I don't care about any of it. Can you tell everybody that Godzilla is the best monster ever? Do I need to tell everybody that Godzilla is the best monster ever? I think they should just know that. Godzilla escaped from a black hole once, or so we were led to believe, now weren't we? Plus, it was a miniature black hole. Alright, let's be very specific here. It was more, they actually created, what they create is a wormhole in Dimension Tide. Alright, they don't create a black hole, because then the Meganulon would have been able to fly out of it. Hey D-Man, before I go, what were your thoughts on Godzilla 2 news that there will be more than 4 monsters? I'm not a fan of that news at all. I really don't think they should keep loading in monsters. It's just a way to crowd the movie and make it less interesting. You know, I want Ghidorah and Godzilla to face off in a solo movie. We're already not getting that. I was cool with the Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster remake idea, but the only way I'm okay with more monsters being in this movie is if they're taking my advice, which they're certainly not. They're probably going to do something different. But if on some chance they do, what should happen is the movie should open up with Godzilla killing some brand new monsters that we've never seen before. We should establish those monsters as like kind of destructive. They should be knocking buildings over in the first scene. And then literally 5 minutes in, Godzilla shows up, wipes them out, kills them all before the 10-minute mark. Intro credits roll, boom, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then we never see any new monsters again. We only stick to our Toho monsters. D-Man, how do you think things would play out in Shin Godzilla if if Shin Godzilla showed up in 98 instead of Zilla, dude, he'd take that world on no problem. A whole bunch of idiots running around playing with fish, he'd wipe them out without even thinking about it. D-Man, what do you think of Whiteout? It's a very fascinating song, as in it does not have a Godzilla feel to me at all, but I actually really like it. It's pretty catchy. What editing software do you use? Is it free? My dad offered to let me use his Sony Vegas Pro, but I cannot make stop motion with this as far as I know. You can make stop motion on Sony Vegas Pro. My brother has Sony Vegas, so I use that from time to time. My dad has Adobe After Effects, so I use that from time to time. I have VideoPad, and I use that mostly. VideoPad sucks, so I would never recommend it. Adobe Premiere is pretty good. But I don't really know. HitFilm's supposedly okay. If you could be in any kaiju film, which would you be in? So, if I could be in any kaiju film that has yet to come out, I'd love to be in Godzilla vs. Kong. You know, hey, Legendary, hit me up. I'd love to be an American, young, entry-level government worker who's very competent in Shin Godzilla 2. I'd love to be just a random guy in Godzilla King of the Monsters, so there you go. I'd love to act. You know what I would actually really enjoy doing? I would love so much to do a dub for Godzilla Monster Planet. I would love to work on a dub for Godzilla Monster Planet. That'd be so much fun. What if you saw the Godzilla from Monster Planet outside right now? Well, you know, I'd switch the stream on so that you guys could see my camera, and then I would film it as I died, so that Godzilla's footage could be captured on this channel forever. When are you going in one of Kaijuzilla 621's podcasts? I totally forgot about that. I totally said I'd be in one of his podcasts. I don't know. I'm going to have to be in one of them sooner or later. If you were Ben 10, what would you do? Well, considering there was not a lot of saving the world I could do, based on there's not a lot of... Well, I guess I could save the world, but there's not a lot of, like, super villains in this world, so I guess I just have to take out, like, political bosses, like Kim Jong-un that I don't like. Is that a lot of fish? Yeah, that definitely is a lot of fish. How long have we been here? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 33 minutes. Do you like Friday the 13th? Absolutely. D-Man, if there was 3 Godzilla designs that would be made into SHMA form, what would they be? It has to be from the Showa, Heisei, or Millennium era of Godzilla. So what designs, like, of all the ones that have yet to be made, which ones would I pick? I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the SHMA website. And then I'll see which ones they have yet to release, and those would be the ones that I would want. Like, let me check the ones that they have yet to release. This website always takes so long to load. Alright, here we go. Monster Countdown. Okay. Oh! 1962. I want a 1962 Godzilla. For sure. It's a hard question because there's a lot more than just 3 that I want. Like, of all the ones that I really, really, really want, of all the Godzilla designs, I will go with 1963, 1975, what design is this? 60 what? What year did Destroy All Monsters come out? 69? Destroy All Monsters comes out in 69, I think. Then I'd also love a 91 design. I know that's 4, but you get the point. You know, I want all of them. I want one of each, but you get the point. Actually, the articulation or the monster countdown here on the SHMA Articulation Series website is incorrect. It does have both Godzilla 2000 and 2000, or you know, when I say 2000, I mean legitimately the movie 2000 and 2000 design, as in Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. It has both of those ones blocked out, as in they've never been made before, but both of them actually have. They did make the Megaguirus design, and then they did the special color version for the original Godzilla 2000 design. So both of these two should be checked off on this website, but they're not, and I don't know why. We already have the upcoming 2002 design. You know, I can't wait for that one. Of all the kaiju, oof, my brother just texted me, and he is, you know, he is antsy, I guess. He wants to play video games. Anyways, of all the monsters that they have yet to make from the series that aren't Godzilla, here are the ones that I really want. I want a King Kong 62. Of course, I want a Kong Skull Island as well. I want a Mothra 64, a Ghidorah 64. I'd love a classic Showa Rodan. I would like an Anguirus from Gigan. Gabra, obviously. A Showa Gigan, Jet Jaguar, King Caesar, Titanosaurus. I don't know. Titanosaurus is kind of lame, but still. Orga, love an Orga. Final Wars, guys. Which ones of those would I really want? Kaiser Ghidorah and Monster X. That version of Hedorah would be great in Monster Arts form. And then I'm dying for the Mutos. I really want the Mutos. There you go. That is, you bet you didn't think you were going to get that much leverage out of one question now, did you? You did not think that was going to be a big question, but it was. What are the upcoming releases? I actually haven't checked in a while. Let me check which ones have still yet to come out. Meanwhile, I'm going to look up when Destroy All Monsters came out, because if it didn't come out in 69, I'm going to be so confused. Uh, 68. Are you kidding me? I was off by 1 year. Alright, well. There you go. The Monster Arts website will not load for me. So I'm just going to exit out. Get back to the questions. Did you know NECA had the rights to make the Mutos but didn't? What? But they didn't. They didn't think they would sell? NECA? Dude, NECA just kills me, man. Are you kidding me? They really? I thought no one ever got the rights to those figures, so they were just waiting to make one. But if NECA really had the rights to those guys, I'm a little furious. Which one is funnier? Godzilla clapping his hands in King Kong vs. Godzilla, or Godzilla flying in Hedorah? Flying Godzilla in Hedorah? Okay. My voice is shot. My brother wants to play video games, and I'm a little tired. I said I wasn't going to go over the hour mark, or the hour 30 mark, and I'm already an hour 40 in. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. You know, thank you guys all for watching. What's up, guys? The only NECA figure I own is Shin Godzilla. The rest I'm not impressed by. I'm not even impressed by the Shin Godzilla 1 Film Toaster. Film Toaster, do I know your channel? That's a very familiar name. Let me look you up really fast, because that name is... Why is that name so familiar to me? Oh, nice. Got his channel thing playing. Why Shin Godzilla is better? Oh, Film Toaster. Yeah, I do know of this guy's channel. I really enjoyed some of your videos. I really enjoyed your Why Shin Godzilla is Better Than 2014 video. Thought it was a hilarious parody of Richard Manzo. And then I really enjoyed your Godzilla 2014 justification video when you praised that movie. I thought that was great. So, there you go. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Enjoy the manager's music. I'll play more of the channel manager's music. But like I said, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. D-Man, out. What? D-Man's still here? Oh my lord, what is happening? Yo, not gonna restart the stream for sure. Definitely not doing that. But I want to show off some like random art. So I spent like the past little while finishing this art. So I want to show it off. It wasn't a fake out. I'm actually ending the stream here. I just want to show off the art first. That means I'm gonna have to turn my face cam on. There's the art. That's great. That's classic right there. So the face cam. It's going to be out of sync with the audio. The video and audio won't be in sync. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing, that kind of thing. The audio is not in sync right now. My hair looks kind of crazy. It's like parted huge right here. That's insane. Like, let me like, I don't know. Other than that, it looks fine. I don't know. It looks fine. Whatever. Got like, it looks like I have like a huge pimple right here on camera, but it's like legitimately not there in person. I swear on my life. It's not. That's not like a thing right there. But I guess my camera really adds some color contrast to my skin. I don't know. What am I saying? I have no idea. Alright, so here, just check it out, dude. I've spent so much time on this art. I'm real proud of it. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. It's just, I think it looks pretty dope. Like, that's like, I think it looks good. I think it does. I never add color, but I added some red because Shin Godzilla. I don't know. Everyone's like, Godzilla 154 is like, I saw that one. Ah, you didn't see it. You never saw it finished. I never showed it off finished. And then I started a new one for Godzilla Monster Planet. Got to look around it to see how it looks on camera. You know, it's the reveal shot from the teaser. So that one looks fine. It's definitely, I haven't even started shading yet. I'm just blocking stuff out. But there you go. That's what I've been spending my free time on. That and my Pacific Rim trailer. I got my D-Man comp book here. Contains... I've been spending a lot of time on this. Contains my Skull Island movie breakdown notes that I'm going to be, a video essay I'll be making. It includes my Shin Godzilla video essay notes. Again, haven't made it yet, but I will be making it. It includes my War for the Planet of the Apes trailer, or like movie breakdown notes, my video essay notes, but I'm not totally sure if I'm going to release it. Plus, I literally wrote it well in the theater in the pitch black, so it's like pretty like all over the place. So my Shin Godzilla video essay is a couple pages long so far. Sorry it's so short, but my Pacific Rim trailer Uprising my Pacific Rim Uprising trailer breakdown notes, which I still have to finish, and then my anime breakdown notes, which I spent forever on these. So that breakdown turned out really well. I'm really proud of that one. Translations took me forever. I can't wait to see how accurate they are, but there you go. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. As always, D-Man out.